Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Odd and these are Karen's Oddities. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Regardless, I do want to ask that you give this video a thumbs up, comment your thoughts below, even if you disagree with my content. And I also want to ask that you share this video and our channel with one person that you know, as I'm confident there is something here that both you and they can benefit from. I just wanted to record a quick video regarding the importance of taking action. Brief short story. So obviously most of you guys know, if you know me personally, you know I have two dogs. One is a senior, he's 14. God's willing, he'll be 15 in less than 2 months. And then I have another dog that's 4 years old. Two completely different breeds. The 14-year-old is a pug, as you know, sleeping, eating, just being a lap dog. And then I have an Australian cattle mix, which is super high energy. He's a working dog, right? He's used to being on farms and running, and he likes hunting things and eating them and chasing and running. He's very active and fit. He has like muscles, all these things. Two completely different breeds. Not the point. Point is, my senior dog, we've been going on walks. We've been going on walks every day for the last couple of months. We walk a mile. We do night walks. And they love it. They both love it. They get to like explore, and walking is like mental stimulation for dogs, right? So it's like the different smells that they get, being exposed to different environments. It familiarizes them with the neighborhood. There's all these benefits, right? Neurological benefits, physical benefits, digestion, etc. I don't have to explain that. That's not the point of this video. So we've been going on these nightly walks, and 2 nights ago, everything was fine. We got them from our walks. The dogs drink their water, they chill, they have dinner, they go to sleep. We sleep in the bed together sometimes. And 7 a.m. the next day, and my senior dog, his tail's down. So if you know pugs, they have like a curly tail. It's like curved up, tail's down. That's typically an indication the dog's not feeling well, right? Tail's down could be dog is afraid, anxious, nervous, in pain, etc. Tail's down, he's pacing, just walking nonstop. It started at 9 a.m. I called my veterinarian around noon. They said they were going to call me back at 6. 6 gets here. They don't call me. My dog is pacing, does not sit down at all. At this point, he's been walking around for like 6-7 hours, and doesn't drink water, not eating food. So of course, as someone that loves their dog and loves animals in general, and this is my first dog, right? This 14-year-old dog that's laying next to me right now that you might hear snoring. He's my baby. I've had him forever. He means so much to me. I love my other dog too, but like I have a special bond with my dog that I've had for the last 14 years. Like I have a 14-year-old furry child. So my dog's pacing. Now he's panting, right? Meaning the pain is increasing. I know he can't settle. Like he puts his tail up, his panting increases. He's pacing. He's trying to hide. He's not drinking water. He's not eating. He doesn't want treats, good treats, okay? And if you know a pug, they love treats. They love their snacks. Doesn't want any of that. So at this point, like I'm extremely anxious. Never got a call back from my vet. My dog's condition is worsening, what it seems like. He's refusing to eat and drink water, which is like a telltale sign. Typically, like a dog is under deep distress and or he's dying, right? And he's old, right? So you have to consider all of these things, right? So when anxiety starts to come about, it's really easy to get stuck in anxiety and enter what they call like a freeze state, right? Where you're not taking any action. You're just like, you're stuck in your head, and like you're stuck in like this state of worry and like concern or sadness, agitation, uncertainty, fear. Fear is an emotion that can often like keep you stuck. It can keep you stuck. And so, you know, I'm talking to AI. I've been talking to AI the whole day, right? About like my dog, this, that. These are the things. We go on walks every day. I explain all the things. His age. He did have an x-ray performed like a couple months back. Not months back, like a couple years ago. They let me know he had arthritis. This was already years ago. He's 14. Like, so those things, like, they don't get better, right? His joints, the little, what is it called? Like, not bone marrow, but like the cartilage between like bones and between like muscles and ligaments and joints, like all of that, and lubrication of that, and his lack of movement or his mobility, all of those things affected, right? His age, and also the weather, right? It's very humid where I'm at. It was raining recently, so weather can impact arthritis and different things like that. Okay, I'm working right now too. So I'm talking to AI. AI is telling me to do XYZ, and so when I call like an emergency vet, and you know, I explained to them the whole 9 yards of the information, and I talked to AI, and I had some medication for Jack that was from like a previous like injury that he had, or maybe it was his back. I don't know, but I take Jack to the vet for all the things, right? Because I'm always so worried about like something happening to him, and I want to be a good dog owner and take care of him. That's what most dog owners should do. If your dog is not feeling well, if your child is not feeling well, you take them in and you get them assessed, especially because the dog cannot communicate to us with words like people can. So I was just so stuck in my head, right? I had therapy at 5. I do my therapy, and like I'm crying and talking to my therapist about like my fears of my dog and like how much he means to me and all these things. And then we talked about some other things, and then um after I call the animal hospital, because there was another animal hospital, they're like, we're 8 hours behind because we have to do some surgeries. There was someone that came in where their dog had gotten hit by a car, which like I get it, right? My dog's, it's not like a life or death situation. He's breathing, he's clearly uncomfortable, we don't know what it is. So I did let her know. I said, I have some medication from a previous instance where I took him in. Is it okay if I give him that, even though like, it was prescribed to him and set to his weight? And she said yes. But I think I was so anxious about thinking about losing him. I was so anxious, feeding off of his anxiety and inability to like lay down, sit down. I knew he didn't feel well, his panting. Typically he sleeps, like you can hear him right now. He sleeps all day. He eats, he sleeps, he goes on walks, he barks at people. He's a chill guy, right? So it's like seeing him in such distress was keeping me in such distress, and all of that compounded was keeping me from taking an action, right? Taking an action. So the action that I needed to take and that I eventually took, but it took me a minute, was like, give him a medication. Give him the medication. Like, you have a solution that's immediate, that can start to like relieve this issue. So why are you procrastinating giving him the medication? Give him the medication. Give him the medication, right? I had researched the medication. It's specifically used for arthritis. It's assigned to him. It's his dosage. He can use it every 12 hours. So I don't know why it took me so long, but I finally took the action. So I say that long story to say there are often going to be moments in our lives where the very first and next and most important thing you can do is to take action. Take an action. Take action. Make a movement. Do something. In those moments where you feel stuck mentally, where you feel stuck in a situation, where you feel anxious, where you feel fear, where you're not sure what to do next, action is the key. There are good actions and there are not good actions, right? When we take actions, I do think you don't just take the next action that you think about. You have to take the action that seems most conducive and ideal and has been thought out, right? You have to take time to like think about, okay, I'm feeling stuck right now in this situation, or I'm feeling stuck right now in this job, or in this relationship, or in this lease agreement, or in this financial situation, or in this physical body, or whatever that thing is that you're feeling stuck in. You have to take time to do some research and determine what is the most appropriate next step that you should take. What is the most appropriate next action step that is necessary and that is going to help get you out of that freeze state, right? Because in this case, once I gave my dog that medication, it was clear it was going to take time, right? So even that, right? The delay of taking that step also impacted the situation, right? Because had I given them a medication when I first talked to AI about it, at noon, when I talked to the first vet and I was waiting. I could have given him the medication then, right? He could have started to feel relief sooner. Delayed action is always going to have an impact. Inaction is always going to have an impact. The wrong action is always going to have an impact, right? Yes, taking action is important, but taking the right action is equally important. Doing your research about the best appropriate plan and next step is also important. So it was just, I had like this epiphany, right? Where I'm just like, I don't know why I do that. And I'm sure you do. And you know, people that do this where it's like, there's something that you should do, but you're not doing it. So reminding us that when we're in those situations where we feel stuck, grounding ourselves, right? Sit down, get a piece of paper, get a pen, clear the noise, be in silence, and talk yourself out of that freeze state. Tell yourself, okay, I understand I feel XYZ. This situation is uncertain. This outcome is uncertain. But what is the immediate next step that I can take right now to start to address this? What is the immediate next step that I can take to try to address and resolve this, right? I mentioned to you guys, and I'm going to have to go because I have a meeting that started like 3 minutes ago, but I mentioned to you guys also, like, I have my daily list. I have a daily list of like 15 things. I do them every single day. Every single day. It's my way of maintaining discipline. It's my way of hitting daily markers of different goals and aspects of my life and the way that I want to live, the person that I want to be, the person that I want to become. And it's my way of helping me feel secure, grounded, and in control of the life that I'm living and the life that I'm creating. It helps me feel good, right? Some things are as simple as like making my bed, reading every day, journaling, all these things, right? But separate from that, I have like a longer list of like goals and like things. And what I try to do every day, if one thing on there has like 10 steps, I try to at least do one of those 10 of this long list of things, right? So it kind of helps create, and I've made a video on like momentum. It helps create some momentum of like, I'm making progress in this area of my life, or I'm making progress in getting closer to the type of person that I want to be, the type of friend that I want to be, the type of dog mom, the type of sister, the type of neighbor, the type of employee, the type of manager, etc. Think about the things in your life. Think about the things that you want. Think about the person that you want to become. Think about the areas in your life that you want to improve, and identify what are the different steps to get you closer to that, and be intentional. Maybe you don't want to be as extreme like me and do one thing off that list every day. Okay, then say once a month, I'm going to dedicate one weekend to focus on this. Or one Saturday out of the month, I'm going to dedicate 3 hours to this specific thing every single month. And maybe it's not once a month. Maybe you say once a week, I'm going to dedicate 1 hour to this one thing, right? I think the key is like, do something. Do something. Do something. We have all this time, an abundance of time, all this freedom. A lot of us, we have all this freedom. We have all these resources. We have money. We have all of our, some of us, we have all of our faculties, right? You can see, you can speak, you can write, you can read, you can think, you can move. Why are we wasting it? Why are we wasting it? And I think I'll let this video here because I have to jump to my meeting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know the intro was kind of long, but I hope that you stayed this long just to get the message that I wanted to convey. And I hope it resonates with you guys and it helps you out. And I hope that you start to take action. And when you're stuck, sit and just think, what is the next immediate thing that I can do to address this? Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.